Hi, welcome back. This is another message from the universe. I haven't done these since August, and I was watching a YouTuber that I really value, and he started to make videos every single morning, and it just reminded me of when I used to do that. And something that he had said really stuck with me, which is like his purpose for doing them in the mornings, which is that, you know, most people would be starting their day watching a video packed with wisdom, and he's like setting the tone for their day. And it just reminded me, like, that's kind of like why I wanted to do that too, except it's not the morning, it's my morning. But it's like 1 something. I woke up at 1 something, and then I turned on my phone, it was 1:11. But, you know, it's still pretty early in your day, so hopefully it'll impact you. But yeah, the message that I have for today is not to dwell too much on your nightmares. That was something that me and my friend were talking about, because she had been suffering from nightmares for a couple days. And I told her, I was like, well, it is the full moon in Gemini. And that's like when she was having them. But I also told her that a lot of the times when I have a nightmare, it ends up like driving me to make certain decisions that positively impact me, even if it comes from a negative feeling. That makes sense. So, for example, back in February, I had a dream that there was this feminine entity, this dark entity. She was literally just shadow, and and all I saw was, oh my gosh, hi baby. All I saw was her like shadow being illuminated, and like it was just the back of her head, and her hair was like super long, and there was like a full moon right in front of her, and that's why I was able to see her silhouette. And she was like trying to get into this lake house that me and my best friend were in. And she ends up like pulling in the guy that I was seeing at the time. He was like just purely shadow, and he looked kind of like beastly like. And so anyways, I saw that, and then I felt this really ugly feeling from it, because like I was like, oh my gosh, like there's something like trying to spiritually attack me. And you know, maybe there was, I'm not sure, but I ended up ending a friendship with somebody who was not a good friend. And which just kind of like put me down. And yeah, I ended that friendship because of the dream, because I was trying to see, like, pinpoint, like, okay, well, where is this coming from? And I'm not entirely sure. Maybe there never even was an entity, but ending that friendship positively impacted me. I felt a lot better, a lot lighter after I did that. And then, so this morning, the reason why I wanted to talk about nightmares is because I had another nightmare this morning. And, I was being, like, chased by somebody that I trusted, and they were trying to kill me. And I woke up from that nightmare, and then I went back to sleep, and then I was being chased by the same person, but we were older, and he ends up officially getting caught. And I woke up, and it was kind of interesting because I was very aware of the fact that I didn't feel any anxiety from it the way that I used to for my nightmares. I guess because I've just learned that, like, they always have a purpose, and I don't want you to like dwell on it and try to find that purpose. I think it's just gonna naturally come to you. Just trust that it will, and like don't how do I explain this? Don't accept the darkness. Don't let that become you. Don't let that become your reality. Try to find the light even in your nightmare. There always is. I mean, like in my dream, right? Like, even though I was being chased by this like person, right? They got caught, and I'm safe. I was safe, and that nightmare drove me to making this video. This is the decision. This was its purpose, and and I feel great. I'm not letting the nightmare have any power over me, you know. And it was twice. I went to sleep twice, and I couldn't escape it. So I don't know. I'm trying to like articulate myself, and I didn't really plan what I was gonna say. I just kind of asked Source to talk through me, sorry. And this is the message that I wanted to get out, because I feel like not a lot of people get that advice. Most people, when they have nightmares, like they keep it to themselves, or they share it, and then people kind of dismiss it, and like, I don't know. I just wanted you to hear it. And it's interesting. Like, we really can't take our dreams to heart sometimes, because like our dreams are heavily impacted by our subconscious, and our subconscious is like a sponge. So anything that you see, anything that you hear is going to affect you. And so like I've been watching this show called Heroes, which I really, really recommend. I've been telling everybody that, but it's like a huge part of my childhood, and it's what made me obsessed with like gaining superpowers. And I realized we all already have superpowers. Isn't that cool? But anyways, there's a serial killer in that dream. I mean, in that show, and he goes around finding people with powers, and he ends up cutting off the top of their heads to figure out how their power worked and get their power. And so like that's literally why I had that dream. It wasn't trying to tell me somebody's trying to kill me, you know. If anything, it was trying to tell me I'm safe and nothing can get to me and I'm protected. Because in that dream, there were people protecting me, and like trying to help me. And I ultimately ended up like getting away on my own. But once I got away, that's when other people stepped in and kind of restrained them. And so yeah, like I have people around me that are protecting me and are gonna make sure that I don't get hurt. And I also have this like strength inside of me to make sure that I'm safe also. And so again, I'm like trying to find the light in the nightmare. There always is. I feel like there always is. If we really like look past the scary stuff, what's the root of it? So even going back to that nightmare I had back in February with the like spiritual, I love that view, with that spiritual entity, right? Even though maybe she did exist, right? Because what I felt was that she was like trying to reach my feminine friends and kind of make them think of me in a dark or in a negative light. And so in that dream, the root of it is that she couldn't get to me. Like, even though she was there, she couldn't get to me. I was safe in the lake house. She couldn't do anything. And so, yeah, she tried to get to the weak person in my life, which was the person I was dating at the time, who was also, like, you know, kind of negative and going through a dark time in their life. And so yeah, maybe she did, you know, pull him in and take him away from me. But it's just like ultimately she just like ended up protecting me more, like protecting me from that person, because that person wasn't good for me. And I ended up staying with my best friend, who's like a very important aspect of my life, and who now makes sure that I stay safe, you know? And so yeah, like there's just nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. Don't let it have power over you. Stay in the light. And because then you're letting the darkness win. Like, whatever, if there is something trying to spiritually attack you or spiritually attach to you, if you focus on it, if you let it get you down, get you into this low vibration, then you're doing exactly what it wanted. Like, it wanted to stop you from making an impact on a positive impact on people's lives. It wanted you to doubt yourself. It wanted you to be scared. It wanted you to not go anywhere. It's feeding off of your fear. So don't be afraid. And it really is a choice. I know that that's like tough to hear, but like whatever we give our attention to, like, it gives it power. And so we can literally just have the dream and just be like, and move on with our lives, you know? And then you're not in fear, you're not experiencing anxiety, there's nothing trying to attack you, there's not, you know, like, it just stops existing. And so, yeah, anyways, that's the message that I have for you today. I think I'm gonna start doing these every morning again, or every time I wake up. Maybe not in the morning, but I just felt really good when I was doing it, and it also forced me to be outside in the sun. And yeah, I just like being that channel for Source, God, Universe, and that's the message that they have for you today. Let me try to think of what the main title of it's gonna be. Don't dwell on your nightmares, stay in the light. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Anyways, thank you for being in this space with me. Thank you for existing. Thank you for staying, if you've stayed this long. I hope that this message helped you. I hope that it healed something. Hope it gave you more clarity about maybe what you're experiencing if you are having nightmares. And yeah, anyways, I love you. God, the universe, loves you. So love yourself today. All right, bye.